There you go. Just remember, use a loud, clear voice.
Okay.
The following podcast, free association with Mrs. Drake, was recorded in an experimental format and contains almost relevant content that some people may find upsetting and confusing. Audience discretion is advised. Drake and the Maestro's regular podcast will resume next week.
Welcome, everyone, to a special inaugural episode of Mrs. Drake and her free association.
Well, hello there, gentlemen and maybe a lady, I don't really know. And I just want to tell you that if you have military out there putting their lives at risk, then you better be paying attention to the idiot that you elected. They're taking the country down, so get them out of office, go to their meetings and complain, get some little signs and stick them on your yard, get a t-shirt that tells them what you think of them, be sure and wear it in front of them. Maybe you want to get some specialty signs, maybe you want to get interruptive a little bit because you're tired of their lies. And then if it really comes down to it and you actually get thrown out of the meeting, maybe it would be an honor, and pay attention to your parameter of your property.
Free association with Mrs. Drake is sponsored by 1-800-SLOPE-ME. Are you concerned about three-letter agencies invading your curtilage? Then get sloped at 1-800-SLOPE-ME. Our slopes have a proven track record of safety and protection from prying agencies while still remaining 100% ADA compliant. With a wide variety of materials and colors, your slope can be customized to fit any outdoor decor. Contact 1-800-SLOPE-ME. Create your personalized security slope. Act now, and 1-800-SLOPE-ME will include a free Tannerite stuffed dog. That's 1-800-SLOPE-ME. Slopes may not be effective against local authorities. See our foldout for details.
Yes, indeed. It is crazy. I cannot walk to the post office without once being accidentally thought of for a moment as a prostitute. Another time, I could tell this individual may have been looking at me saying, potential drug drop. Maybe this is one of my clients, And so I have tried to dress up. Other times I have been potentially problems with dogs, and nothing really gets done about that. In fact, the town board member's dog has already bit somebody, and his friends have already had dogs that killed my neighbor's chicken. And that's just the lighter side of life. Always look on the brighter side of life. Yes, right. The sun comes up every day, and every day it exposes this crap. So if you're in the military, which I'm glad you are, don't quit. But the rest of us that are back here need to not be such idiots. I'm really tired of it. I have got to get something to eat, and I think I've had too much caffeine, and I haven't been sleeping very well. I got some new curtains.
You don't want to talk about what's happening on the national stage at all? I mean,
Well,
I should not have interrupted the free flow and association.
Well,
That's my mistake.
I'm winding down because I'm tired. And, this does remind me. We have Saturday night, at least we know of, one unborn child was at risk. That is not right. Also, I don't know exactly if it's a good thing for president and vice president to be so close together, especially considering how their lack of security. They have a basically lack of proper security. Trump should, I don't know if he can do it, but he needs to, if he could, he needs to go back to the time when he was paying for private security. That would be better. Someone who would think ahead to maybe check the roof. Okay, maybe they should have actually paid to have the entire hotel emptied. What do you say? Nobody should be in any of the rooms because that's how the idiot got through there. Also, it's kind of weird when you watch the little clip of the difference between Trump and his wife. She looked horrified and shocked, and Trump just had turned his head and was looking at her. Or at Caroline Levitt, I think it was. It's like, well, another day, another bullet. Wow. Okay. So
There's
if
a
he,
t-shirt.
what? Oh, I know. Well, if he
Another
is
day, another bullet.
right, that's almost like what he was. I don't even know. And he said, "Oh well, I just thought that maybe somebody in the kitchen somewhere dropped a bunch of metal trays." Well, I could see that, but I would say with the Secret Service, that was idiots. Don't think ahead. Let's just don't care. We don't care. You can print something off of your computer, wave it in front of us. Fine. It's just fine. It's fine. For once, the people who are correspondents got scared. How bulletproof do you think underneath those tables was? Oh boy. I don't think that the draperies on the tables did them much good. Okay, the important people are being scuttled out. You idiot correspondents, hide under your stupid table. You come for a free meal and take shots at the president. Verbal ones. I think that Trump was ready to come back at you, and nobody really wanted to hear him anyway, right? Okay, so what was I don't know. I just think, I don't know what it is, but Trump didn't look shocked. It's like, well, there we go. And I forgot what I was going to say there. I don't know. I'm really winding down again. I need someone to wind me up again. It's ridiculous. Oh, I know what I was saying. He represents a bunch of people that voted for him, and he's trying to do what a bunch of people want him to do. And other people want him dead. What does that tell you about the people that, voted him in? What do they want to do to us? If I don't want to do what some idiot government official tells me to do, and I think that maybe he might not be constitutionally correct, what do I do? Do I have a right to be safe or secure at all on my own property? I'm not sure. I don't think safety and security was ever guaranteed to anybody. And the Constitution was not set up to make you really taken care of. You're never going to be safe until you're dead, And if you don't die in Christ, you are not safe. But if you're not really safe throughout this whole life, what is the Constitution set up to provide? Really, it's to set you free. Like the way that God made Adam and Eve. He made them to be free. And to be free, they have to be allowed an opportunity to make a choice. They were encouraged to turn their back. They turned their back on what they were given for something secret. God does not have actually secret. So I don't like a secret government. I don't like what the town board here is doing. They have their stupid little talks with each other, and they don't care where it is. And when you go to the board meeting, they've already made it up that what they're going to do. And if you oppose them, they just make up a lie about you on the spot in public. So why does anyone tolerate this when we've got a border that we're trying to secure? When we have people that are defending our country and defending the interests of taxpayers in this country? Do we ever tolerate an elected official that lies? It's not right, and it is absolutely insulting to the military. And on a lighter note, we have baby birds, and I can watch them, and they got this little bit of down on top of their heads, and they look kind of cute. Kind of weird because they're kind of bald except for the down on top of their heads, but they're growing really fast, and so when they nap now, they're sticking their little heads on the edge of the nest, and it looks pretty cute. And I hope they turn out okay, because the scariest time for these baby birds is when they get pushed out of the nest and they can't fly yet. So I don't know. I won't be able to do anything about it. It's a great way to get your heart broken. That's right. Get attached to some creature that you have no control over. Well, anyway, I'm really hungry.
Well, you've got to use the nature documentary rules.
What's that?
Well, watch but don't interfere.
Well, I'm not.
Right, emotional interference. You want to be Richard Attenborough, type of,
I don't know who that is.
The female bird will work very diligently to, feed and protect her babies, that kind of, and then,
did anybody my age ever watch these stupid shows that were on Sunday evening when you should have been at church? I quit because right. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Boy, that was depressing. Followed by Disney, and that was kind of weird. Then ridiculous 60 Minutes. And I would sit in my dad's rocking chair watching this stupid stuff instead of going to the evening church service with my parents. And then after a while I thought, this is just depressing. because when these stupid shows are over, I have to go to bed and think about going back to school on a Monday morning. I didn't want to do it. And when I started going to Sunday evening church with my mom and dad, ow, I just hit something. Uh-oh. I broke something or other. I think I broke something here. I don't know what's going on here. This is a problem. Uh-oh.
Yes,
Are you still there?
listeners, if you just imagine her flailing about as she's speaking, and that'll help you. That'll help
It's
you
over.
understand a little bit of what's going on.
I think I lost something.
No, you sound fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I was out for just a minute.
No, you're out. Yes, you're out. What do you think?
Out? I was never in.
No, I don't know. Well, when I started going to evening church, it was more relaxing, to be honest. It was more distracting.
You don't have the 60 minutes thing going tick, 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 reminding you that the seconds of your freedom are slowly ticking away until school tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's really sad it's really sad to be alone on Sunday evening in front of the stupid boob tube like that. Mutual of Omaha.
The clock on the wall is ticking away, reminding you the time is passing, and you may not be.
Right.
Well, I am going to pass someday. I certainly hope I do.
Now, Mrs. Drake was always she was always the one who was like at the top of the class, rooting the curve for the rest of us.
Oh, I thought you meant eternity. No. Well, that's a problem. It's really
when they said flatten the curve, that was not the curve they were talking about.
Well, the problem with it was school was easy and I was bored. And sometimes when you're totally bored, you actually miss something every now and then. But the older I got, the stupider I got. So
it's a case of if you don't use it, you lose it, maybe?
Let that sink in for a minute.
Well, I mean, I think that I don't really consider myself bright anymore, but it used to be that way when I was in grade school, and I think I lost it as I got older. I think that if that sort of thing is not worked with, it dies. It dies. It dies on the vine.
No, you didn't get any dumber. It's just that as you got older and left school, the questions changed.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that if kids are really bright, maybe they better get some more challenging stuff, or they're never challenged, and so their intellect does not develop.
That's actually they've been proven in studies that children who are gifted that aren't challenged tend to become quite dumb later in life because they can't.
You're talking to one.
They never learn to develop their intelligence.
I never learned to develop my intelligence. That's about right. Where am I today? Help! Help! I can't even understand the tax code. Ooh, that's a foreign language in an enigma.
Most senators.
Yes.
Hey.
I got to tell you right now, the average IQ of almost every senator and congressperson is disgusting, and they're shallow, and they're afraid, and they kowtow to every special interest I've ever seen. They deserve to be whipped and driven out of town.
It's a good thing that the Drake has overwhelming admin authority on this server.
Well, it's gonna get censored.
Do you have a cough?
On the door.
Do you have a cough button for her?
Cough button. Well, the radio people have 8-second lag time to do a rapid edit.
Yeah, we got about a 4-day lag time, so that's fine.
Dead egret on the ground. That's what I saw. What? Hey, I hear nothing. Okay,
right,
I got nothing too. Well, egrets are beautiful birds. Who's the jackass shooting one? Sorry. Oh, edit button. Right.
That's his job. He's the edit. He is the edit button.
Don't worry. You don't actually have to say edit button. It'll just happen.
Okay. Well.
It's just going to be a cut, and there's just going to be nothing, and then all of a sudden she's going to go edit button, and people are going to go, what did they edit out?
Well, yeah.
That's right.
Ew.
You don't know how much of an altered state I'll be in by the time I get ready to edit. So you don't know what you're going to get.
His own body gets him into an altered state. That's right.
I just listen to the episode as it goes on and then edit it give it what it asks for. I have no preconceived anything really.
So the creation is speaking before it's done. Slap it down.
Yeah, that's better than most modern art.
Ew. Well, most modern art you could probably cut up and burn as firewood, and you'd be better off.
There was that one guy that went to a modern art gallery and taped a banana to a wall and managed to make
he made a lot of money
$2 million.
on that. Right, that's ridiculous.
And then the guy that bought it ate it, which was even better.
Well, what about the crazy birthday gift that you give to somebody, which is like a banana split sundae, and they pour cold and molten gold on it? That's gross. Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't heard of that. I've heard of the gold cocktail, which is not to be confused with the golden
I don't know what that
cocktail.
is. I don't know. It sounds like a drug.
It's a drink where they have like gold dust. I have no.
I don't want to hear. I want to hear her. It's just you're just very loud in the headset. Comparatively.
I can whisper. Okay, I'm whispering. I'm whispering right now.
No, it's not. It's not your voice. It's the volume of your microphone is loud.
Ew.
Yeah, it's
like
overmodulated.
It's not just. Yeah, it's not just.
I set the levels for her when she in the pre-show. I set the levels for her, and then
I got more animated, probably.
That's correct. No, the guy that sold
of gold is fine.
The guy that sold the banana that's like taped to the wall, right?
Yeah.
In the true spirit of customer service, he also sent along instructions on how to replace the banana once it turns. So I thought that's value.
The guy that did the banana thing did it as a commentary on modern art.
Really?
Like it wasn't like this is modern art. It was like, I hate modern art. I'm going to do this banana thing as a farce against modern art.
Well, it wasn't reported in that fashion because reporters are idiots.
Well, yeah, but as the Unsubscribed podcast says, we don't bully reporters enough. If I ever run for president, that's going to be my campaign slogan: is make bullying great again.
Wow. Well, I once had my hair cut by a woman who wanted to be a journalist, and she quit. She was so disgusted. It was all lies. She said I'm oversimplifying it, but it was all lies. Just, I can't do this. She actually quit college.
Yeah. Maestro was in J school for 5 minutes?
Yeah. Huh. Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
very briefly.
Lemon pie, lemon meringue, pie R squared. Well, I'm
pie
hungry.
Around. That's otherwise they wouldn't.
Don't pie around.
Right.
Who's making that?
Alaska.
That's my own voice. Ew.
Who's making that whiny noise? Oh, it's me.
It's really dark out there. Ew. I don't want to go anywhere right now. It's too dark. What time of the day is it?
We're recording.
I climbed a mountain peak once with assistance. I'll never do that again.
That's a roller coaster of a sentence.
Why?
It sounds really cool until you finish the sentence. I was like, I climbed a mountain peak once with assistance. That's like saying I graduated college once online.
It's hard to climb it by yourself. I'm not skilled. I had to ask somebody. A bunch of people we were all doing it together. It was it was really cool. Yeah.
That is generally how one climbs a mountain.
It was in the Rockies.
Together.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was near Boulder, Colorado. It was fun, and I was really glad I got to do it. And one of the guys got caught in a rock slide, and he injured his foot and was mad about it all. But I was sorry, but I was glad it didn't happen to me. That's right.
He got caught in a rock slide, hurt his foot, and he was mad about it?
Yep.
Talk about selfish. Holy crap. No, I'd be glad I wasn't dead from the rock slide.
Well, he kind of blamed... He blamed the guide. Yeah, he thought that the guide was. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the guide was a man that had grown up there and helped us do some, I guess you call it special maneuvering with, you do this and then you do this, and you can't do it without training. And he just stood there on the ledge and assisted everybody across. And then on the way back down, it happened to have the right kind of weather that created... We all just slid down on our butts for quite a ways. Wow. No, I couldn't do that again. Nope. I got back injuries, arthritis, and stuff like that. Collapsed arches. I can't. No, boy.
Well, there goes your vacation plans.
No, we don't travel. Traveling now to the other studio.
To turn the whole thing down.
Arriving at the other studio, shutting door to other studios.
She's still really loud.
I can't help it.
Well, at one point, I was trained as a singer, and that really helps you project.
I could project more. The reason I don't is because it overloads my microphone.
Oh, dear. Maybe how do I unproject?
My voice back.
How do I unproject? I am unprojecting right now. Is that better?
I don't know how to tell you to do it. I've just been doing it my entire life.
Wow. I think you should not do that.
I do it less now as an adult, but I did it a lot as a kid because I got yelled at for being too loud. I still get yelled at for being too loud.
Oh, that's sad. It's not
You know
right.
what? I'm going to have to start using my voice because I'm getting yelled at for being too quiet. So I'm going to have to start projecting. No more old man whispery voice.
I get told to stop yelling all the time, and I'm like, I'm not yelling. I'm just talking.
Yes,
if I was yelling, you'd be covering your ears.
That's right.
Oh, here comes the horizontal rain. Maybe our generator will have to kick in.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been listening to the house creak for the last 3 hours.
Neato. Well, Mrs. Drake, is this pretty? Have you run your course of free association for today, or?
I reckon it's much harder to free associate when you got all you two people there. You know, it is helpful because
you two people. Yeah, don't say that in the wrong company.
Well, I am tired and I am hungry and I am crabby and I am depressed.
I am badly in need of
manicure.
Well, and that's why I'm not allowed to say anything at the town board meetings because I will come across as a crank. That's kind of how I feel about not all of the board members.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Well, it's not going to reflect well on the other members of the family and the delegation. You know, as a spokesperson for a potential delegation, it's a very bad look because I'm really ticked at them. I've never seen so much lying in public. Well, why not? Why shouldn't more people pay attention? There probably will be at some point a lot of attention drawn to this board because with everything I've seen, I really hope something comes to a head for those jokers.
Well, and that will be when the Drake runs for president of the board.
That's why I can't talk.
That's why I'm president of this board. Let's hear it for me.
All right, Abercrombie, what are your people up to?
That's why I can't talk. I mean, I see them. It's not unusual for a lie to be loved. Yeah. To be lied, have them lying almost every board meeting.
You can't stop him.
No, it just comes out. Tom Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He's also another
person. He's the guy that wrote and sang the song. It's not unusual.
And he had a reputation for blowing up microphones because he had such a powerful voice.
Oh, that's cool. I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's good to have a healthy speaking voice because it's an indication of upper respiratory health. You know, if you can get the speaking voice to have a nice resonance, the vibrations help knock out things where you might end up with an upper respiratory infection. But if you're speaking and singing a lot and moving around it in fresh air, you kind of keep that area healthy, and that's good for you.
I've got nice nose resonance. Does that count?
Well, yeah.
How Jewish of you?
Well, I don't know about that.
Mazel tov. It's a nose.
You know why Jews have such big noses, right?
Because air is free.
Mrs. Drake, do you want to go get? Do you want to end
this?
Okay.
I'm hungry.
You want to put this thing in the ground where it belongs?
Yeah, that's right.
You'll have to
have
to come in
very quick before it resurrects itself. Wow, it's really nice to be able to talk over. It's really nice to be able to talk over the Drake. Hey, I really like it. We need to check the cat patio.
Meow.
Yeah, we got the horizontal rain happening.
Yeah, that just came through here. So
we now return you to your regularly scheduled podcast. Yeah, I know. Say it. Well, okay. Well, that was an experience.
Yeah, I had to turn my headphones down because that was loud.
Yeah, so I had to give her own studio because otherwise she was projecting and bleeding
coming across both microphones.
I think it was coming across my headphones even. I don't know.
Overmodulating the cones and the.
It was powerful. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the first inaugural episode of Free Association with Mrs. Drake. And
it can't be a first inaugural if it's the only episode like that. It's just the inaugural.
Inaugural. There you go. Thank you for that correction. And I sit corrected. I would be standing, but I can't.
It's my biggest language pet peeve I think that I have is when people say first inaugural.
Correct.
It can't be the first inaugural if it's the only one. It's either the first or the inaugural.
Yes.
That's it. Those are your options.
Should we do Drake Maestro's language corner, or should we just end this?
No,
put it
it's
in the
mostly
ground?
foul language corner.
All right, we'll just put this in the ground. Thanks for listening. If you're still there, all of our service members, thank you as well.
apologize.
And if you need to, for corrections and arguments and whatever, you can reach us at DrakeAndMaestro at Outlook.com. That's DrakeAndMaestro at Outlook.com. On X at DrakeAndMaestro. On YouTube at DrakeAndMaestro. And at Farmers Only at DrakeAndMaestro, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
And feed finders.
Tune in next time when the Maestro says...
Perfect. Now I can pee all over the tri-state area.
Thanks for listening, and adios.
Adios.